What's up, Dom? I was just watching a video earlier about an album supposedly coming out by Slipknot that was written back when All Hope Is Gone was written. Hey, so I saw a YouTube short that talked about pencil tattoos. You know, like a lot of times kids will get poked with a pencil in school, right? And you know, it leaves a little mark. And you know, I was a freshman in high school back in 98, 99. So 26 years ago. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Yeah, right there. This kid named Robin. Yeah, you can see it right there. That little dot. We were just kind of fucking around with each other, just talking shit to each other. And he went, yeah, and poked me with the pencil. And I was like, bro. So I guess I win. And, you know, just talking shit to each other. And here it is 26, 27 years later. And that mark is still there. And it's weird. Like, I'll look down at that and think back to that day sometimes. Okay, Dom, biomass, what is that? Because there's a trophy, burn a biomass with pyre. Yeah, with one of these guys, I have to burn biomass. So what is biomass? Oh, no. Oh, okay. So how do you burn it though? Because once they come out of it, isn't it like a permanent fixture on the walls? Yeah, well, a lot of that, what the hell? All this stuff wasn't set up before. All that shit that's on the walls, that's like, I thought it was like permanently there. Like, you know, like this bookshelf right here. I can punch this bookshelf and nothing happens.
exquisite.
I don't know what to do right here. I don't have the key for that door. Oh, what the hell? What am I supposed to do? Happy, how's it going? Till we die. Oh, okay, here we go. Woo. Bam. tower struck by lightning. Back to the future. Yeah, like this shit right here. That's biomass. Let's try it. Oh, I can't. What the hell? Oh man, I'm so tired. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. Hey, a comic book. There are comic books. Holy shit. Bro. now I'm lost. Man. My lungs, dude. Okay, so I haven't been down here. What can we make? Till we die. Carry on. When and oh, when and oh, when and oh. So I have to throw a fire and then trick one of them into coming over to it to get them to set the fire off. Did you have to work today, Happy? Kitty.
This place is highly perilous, even for you. We'll soon need a bigger cat room.
All right, I have 2 cores. go. Follow the coordinates to Unity Hospital. It says that there's something that's 40 steps that way.
Orphans grow even stronger as they merge. Efficiency discipline is recommended. It is highly recommended to proceed with caution. Such is our calling.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to go the other route. I want to make sure that. I want to make sure that I've explored this other area fully first. Because all that shit that I just found in that other room is all stuff that I ran right by. But no, you're right. I need to run back that other way. I just wanted to come back through there to make sure I got everything. I thought that it might be up here. I wasn't sure or not. Yeah, because there's quite a bit of this shit. I don't remember seeing this area. Yeah, okay, that's the way that I need to go. So let's go check this out. I should have bought some scrap metal before I left.
Artur, I don't have much time. Let me make one phone call.
Gabriel. Jesus Christ, how are you feeling, brother?
Oh, shit. They want to transport me somewhere. Probably the hospital, but who knows? Maybe they'll just shoot me.
No. If those motherfuckers try to put a fucking finger on you,
Relax, Artur. I'll be fine. There's this doctor here. Zibbert, I think. Ask about him at the hospital, okay?
okay, just take care of yourself, okay?
I'm fine. It's just... I don't want to leave these people. I want to be with them now. I feel so... alone.
Till we die. Woo!
To those who are sent here after me, if you have been tasked with finding a target that is located in A0,
I've entered the A0 sector. Heading forward.
Uh-oh. Somebody's closer. What is that? The javelin, baby. Ooh! Hang on. Give me 1 second, you guys. I just gotta set up my fights, my auto fight and contest of champions really quick so I can get my dailies done. Till we die. So there are 4 guns. There's the javelin, the hammer, the sword, and the arbalist. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Bow, 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 bow. Oh man. Oh, we gon' do it. Okay, I need 3. I need 3 of the cores for inventory. So my next 3 cores are going for inventory slots. All of my cores from here on out are going to go for inventory and resource limit.
All hope abandoned. It really is something else.
Hey, go get your brother and tell him to come here. I would recommend this game to you, but I don't think you're going to be into these kind of games yet. Ooh, that's making me dizzy. Yeah, I wanted to show you this game. Did you play the Dead Space remake, right?
I don't think I did.
You didn't play the Dead Space remake? I thought you did.
Wasn't it that one game that was on PS Plus a little while back?
Oh, hang on a second, you guys.
I didn't have PS Plus a little while back.
No, but we own the game.
Oh.
I could swear you borrowed it and played it.
I don't think I did.
I think you did.
I think I talked about wanting to play it because it was on PS Plus a little while back.
This game. No, we own the physical game.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that we owned the physical game.
No, because if you said that, we talked about it, and I would have let you borrow the game instead.
Okay.
And they do with PlayStation Plus, I would have let you borrow it. Either, never mind. Either way, you didn't play the Callisto Protocol either.
Don't think it. He told me to play a bunch of games, and then.
You need to play Dead Space Remake, like ASAP.
Okay, I'll play it.
This, but I could swore you played this game too.
I think these were a bunch of games that you wanted me to play, and I never got around to playing it.
No, I could swear you. One of them, I could swear you played at least one of them.
I don't think I have.
Well, you need to hurry up and play Dead Space Remake ASAP. ASAP. Alright, go and get. Because after that, I want you to play this game. No. Callisto Protocol was made by the people who made the original Dead Space. And then they weren't a part of Dead Space 2 or 3. So they all came together and made the Callisto Protocol. And it's pretty much like how Mighty Number 9 is like Mega Man, but not. It was made by the original guy who made Mega Man. So it's not as important, is what I'm trying to say. No, I was trying to burn it with the pyre. Actually, wait. There was a can. There was a yellow canister of fuel.
It really is something else.
I fucked up. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking, and I just burned the biomass to see if I could get the fire back. But I was too far away from the pyre to grab it, so... Oh, shit. Oh, no, they're right here. Okay. Come on. That's all I wanted to do. That's it. a lot of people are feeling 50-50 on the Switch 2 right now, Happy. This is going to be my honest opinion. I wouldn't buy the Switch 2. The only two reasons I got the Switch 2 was for Metroid Prime 4 and for the Duskbloods. If it wasn't for those two games, oh, and the Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, but they're releasing that for everything. So unless they come out with the collectors, like an actual physical Tarnished Edition, Collector's Edition, the only reason I got a Switch 2, primarily the only reason I got one, was for the Duskbloods. Metroid Prime 4 was just a bonus. I could take it or leave it. But if the Duskbloods would have been available on every system, I wouldn't have got a Switch 2.
All hope abandoned. It really is something else.
Which reminds me, I like it how From Software came out with exclusive games for Sony, right? Demon Souls, Bloodborne. From Software came out with is coming out with an exclusive game for Switch, for Nintendo, Duskbloods. They're not fucking with Microsoft. And I think it's because Microsoft is an American company. No, not that it's an American. I know a lot of Asian countries do not like the Western ideology games right now, and I have a feeling that From Software doesn't want anything to do with Microsoft, just because, you know, Sony and Nintendo were both Japanese companies. From Software is a Japanese studio, and I think they're not wanting to step outside and make deals with Microsoft. I don't know why that is, because they could probably come out with a banger-ass IP exclusive for Microsoft, and I don't know why Microsoft isn't pursuing From Software. From Software is the hottest game studio on the planet right now. Like, they are the bee's knees. Anything that they release, I mean, look at Night Rain, bro. Night Rain's not even, like, typical From Software shit, and it still sold like 10 million copies, dude. Like, that's wild, bro. And it's just like, it leads me to believe two things. Either From Software doesn't want anything to do with Microsoft, or Microsoft is being dumb and not trying to pursue an IP from Software right now. Because that right there, if Microsoft approached From Software and said, what do we need to do to create a relationship with you, and got not even just a title from Software, but if they could get Hidetaka Miyazaki to give them an exclusive, bro, I guarantee Microsoft shit would be selling off the charts, dude. Wait, what the hell? Hold on.
Now they don't laugh anymore. Lying, dead. It's a good thing they died.
I don't understand why I'm not damaging this guy right now.
It's always my fault.
What the hell? Dude, I'm not damaging these guys like at all. What the hell is the deal?
My boy. My poor baby boy. Why are you doing this? Why?
Yeah, dude, I'm only doing like 100 damage to this guy. That's so weird, dude. What ability is making... The defender takes 90% less damage if the attacker doesn't have a fury buff. When struck, the defender has a 50% chance to inflict a poison debuff, dealing 50% of the attacker's max health. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out Fury champions really quick. Hold on. Champions who stack Fury and COC. Let me see. Is my internet not on my phone? It is not. That's why. I was like, why the hell is my phone going so slow?
Now they don't laugh anymore. Going dead. It's a good thing they died.
Including Dr. Doom and Kang with the ladders. From a specific synergy one. Huh. So I'm gonna have to use Dr. Doom apparently. Exit, team select. Which I only have a 6-star Dr. Doom.
It's always my fault.
Or I could, it says Nick Fury too, so I could try Nick Fury. Let's try that. Oh, but I need Valkyrie with him now too. So no, let's try Doctor Doom.
My boy. My poor baby boy. Why are you doing this? Why?
Okay. Sorry, I had to set up my MCOC battle guide really quick. It's like the only mobile game that I play, and I'm freaking hooked on it. Ah! I'm a dipshit. Oh yeah, I've got Red Bull still. Yay! No, no, wait a minute. There we go.
All hope abandoned. It really is something else.
This is what I forgot. Are you kidding me? Oh, this dude actually wants to fight. Shit. just do this. Oh shit, hold on, Happy. I want to get for some Nintendo Switch exclusives and the Dust Buds, and and that's understandable, you know what I mean? Like, if okay, so here's my opinion about that right there. Nintendo has a lot of really great games. The Switch 1 has a lot of amazing games, dude, and it's not that I'm anti-Nintendo or anything. Bro, we have 7 Switch 1s. I have one. I have the Zelda OLED. I have my day one. I have my day one Switch. Both of my oldest son has the Fortnite Switch. My second oldest son has the Mario Switch. My wife has the Animal Crossing Switch. My daughter has a regular Switch OLED. Like, we were a big Nintendo family. And it's not that I'm saying that Nintendo has like crappy games or anything. It's just I have a lot less time to game these days, and for me, PlayStation fits my... It fits me better for the types of games that it has. Plus, no matter what with PlayStation, I hate to say it, PlayStation is the only console that has access to Demon's Souls and Bloodborne. And that right there is already going to put me over any other console. Just those two games alone. I understand that I can play every other From Software aside from Duskbloods on any other system except for Nintendo, because Nintendo doesn't have like Sekiro and like Dark Souls 2 and 3 and all that. But at the same time, I still play Bloodborne and Demon's Souls yearly. At least once a year I play those titles. And Bloodborne is one of my favorite games of all time. I love Bloodborne. If I had my choice of 3 consoles, right, out of let's say Switch or Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, and you know what I mean? And they were like, you have to pick one. Demon's Souls and Bloodborne would automatically, off the top, no matter what those other games, like even over Duskbloods, even though I haven't played it yet, Bloodborne it will forever be one of my favorite games ever. And the Demon's Souls remake is hands down one of the most beautiful games ever made. There are times to this day where I'll flip it on and just look. I'll show up to the gates of Balatharia and just look at the surrounding environment. Because I feel like it's that beautiful. And I understand that not everybody's like that. You know, it's whatever floats your boat. Some people are just straight up Mario fans. You know what I mean? They are just straight up Mario Party, Mario Jamboree, Mario Party All-Stars. You know what I mean? They are just, Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and 3. They're diehard Mario fans. Some people are diehard Zelda fans. A lot of people are diehard Metroid fans. In fact, one of the guys I follow on YouTube, Ziostorm, his whole channel, it's a Souls-like channel, but his whole channel was formed around Metroid. It's Metroid themed. It's the name of it is inspired after a Metroid boss. You know what I mean? So it's just, for me, it's Bloodborne and Demon's Souls are the kicker. It doesn't sound like a lot, and I understand a lot of people would be like, bro, really, over those 2 games, you would seriously choose your entire console life. And yeah, those two games are that important to me. I understand I can play Sekiro on Steam, I can play it on PlayStation, I can play it on Xbox, I can play it on Nvidia. You know what I mean? I can play it on the ROG Ally, I can play it on the Lenovo. But for me, it comes down to PlayStation, just because when you get to the head of it, Demon Souls and Bloodborne, I'm sorry. Even with all the other exclusives like God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and Uncharted and the first Last of Us and Spider-Man and all these other titles that really fit my whole being, it all boils down to just those two games. And I know a lot of people that are like, bro, for me, it's Metroid Prime. I've met some people like that are just, bro, they've got like 30 playthroughs of that game. Same thing with Zelda. You know what I mean? I knew a guy that to this day still plays Nintendo or Zelda on the fucking original Nintendo. He'll just come home and kick back and play Zelda on the NES. Not an emulator, not on his phone. You know what I mean? Like, he straight up plays it on an NES. And he's not even a gamer. He just liked Zelda. And I even told him, bro, you know you can get a Switch and play that everywhere, right? And he was like, it's not about that. He's like, I just like coming home and playing Zelda. That's it. You know, some people are huge Halo fans. I've met people, the only video games they've ever played are Halo and a little bit of Destiny just because of Bungie, but they're straight up just Halo fans. You know, during the whole LAN party phase, that's all they did. They'd come home, hop on with their bros, play some Halo, and that's the only game they had. Like, bro, you got this sick-ass setup for just Halo? That's it? Really? Yeah. And I think that's what it boils down to. And that's why, for me, the console wars are so important, because it drives that creativity. And it would be nice, you know what I mean, if you could buy a Switch or a Steam Deck or a PC or a PlayStation or an Xbox and play whatever game was out there. But at the same time, because it's hard, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to play Halo and you want to play, The Last of Us, you have to buy two different systems. So I understand the mentality behind it. You know, it is good for gamers to be able to play any game on any system. But at the same time, man, that creativity level is going to go way down, because the market competition isn't going to be as prevalent as it was in past console generations, bro. Like Nintendo v Sega or PlayStation v Xbox. You know, like those eras, they were so competitive that games, banger after fucking banger after banger, were coming out, dude. You couldn't even keep up. Even if you sat down playing video games all day long, you could not keep up with all the great games that were coming out. And now it's like, I have to admit, like, I'm a Sony guy right now, but the PS5 era and the Xbox X era of gaming sucks. This whole era of gaming is ass, dude. It is. There have been some good games that have come out, you know, this being one of them, Expedition 33. But, you know, it's very far and few and in between. You know what I mean? Like, there's not very many good games coming out. But you go back to the PS3, Xbox 360 era, you know what I mean? And it was like Deus Ex Machina and Gears of War and Halo and Fallout and, you know, and so on and so forth. The Demon Soul, the Soulsborne genre was created in that era, bro. Like, it was birthed in that era. I apologize, you guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm just getting my dailies real quick. I'm just collecting my rewards. Okay, that's it. That's all I gotta do. Now I'm all caught up. Let's drop that bad boy right there. Yeah, and there will be some people that regret not buying it for $450 because it'll probably be $550 here pretty soon. I just want to go back to that. You know what I mean? I really want to go back to that competitiveness of, you know, Xbox 360 versus the PS3. I really want to go back to, you know, PS2 versus Xbox. I really want to go back to PS1 versus Nintendo. I just, you know, over time. Dude, like, Nintendo versus, or Sega versus Nintendo in the 90s is historical to me, bro. Like the commercials that would come out, like Sega do what Nintendo don't. Oh, bro, the Nintendo World Championships, dude. Sonic versus Mario, that shit was epic. You know what I mean? They and going back, like there's that movie about the birth of the Game Boy. And they need to make a movie like that about Sega versus Nintendo in the 90s and how, if it wasn't for Nintendo and Sega competing in the 90s, gaming would have died. Gaming was on a downhill slope. It kind of like the ET Atari thing killed it for a long time. And then video games were kind of seen as this like little kid toy, you know, something for little kids to play. And then all of a sudden you get to this era of Sega and Nintendo. And now all of a sudden teenagers are getting into it. Teenagers are playing a lot of Sega Genesis. And the Super Nintendo drops. Now all of a sudden you're getting these more like sophisticated adult games. Like, you know, Batman Returns and Contra, Alien Wars and all that. Like, you know, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. And, you know, all of a sudden, you know, people that were a little bit older and older started, oh, this is a fun little pastime right here. You know what I mean? And I think if it wasn't for that era of gaming, like gaming would have died a long time ago. System shot. Hold on. System shot. No, you told me to get that. I have it, but I bought it. Dude, there's a fucking skunk in my yard. Yeah, I bought it. I haven't had time to play it yet. Bro, $1,000, not $500 to $800, bro. $1,000 fucking dollars, dude. It is $999.99 for the 512 or the 1 terabyte 24 gig RAM device, which is the one that I'll eventually get. I mean, I will get it. I just... sorry about that. My dude, my dogs were going. They were going nuts. Talking about games that come out. Yeah, it comes out on the 16th. I mean, dude, it's pricey.
It's always fine.
I mean, I'll still get it because probably not right away. I'm gonna have to use like Klarna or something and just pay for it over time. Once I have to pay my aunt back, and then I'm paying for traffic school right now, or Class A school, and then I have to start getting ready for the holidays. Can you shoot a pyre? Yeah, dude, it's really pricey, man. And for me, not being a big Xbox guy, it's hard to justify too. That's why I kind of want to wait. And to be honest, I don't have the money right now. Class A school is really hitting my bank account really hard. It's like $4 grand to go to travel. I mean, I get to make it in payments, which is nice, but
Life capsules destroyed. So many of them.
oh shit. Hang on. I have no resources. Oh god, that's horrible. Figures. cool concept for such a cool idea. Alright, let's head on in. Dude, I am so full right now. We went over to one of my wife's. Well, the whole family. Our family is like friends with this other family. Good group of people. And my wife's friend made a and then her husband barbecued tri-tip and chicken. Dude, I don't like chicken at all, but this chicken was so damn good, dude. It was like the very first thing I ate on the plate. And I'm telling you, when I like that, I don't like chicken. I mean, I don't like chicken. Like, I have to. KFC is good, or like fried chicken is good, but I have to be in the mood for it. And this chicken was fucking good, dude. And I'm hella full right now. Dude, the tri-tip was so, like, juicy and succulent. Like, when he was sitting there cooking up the meats and stuff, bro, my stomach started, like, wrenching up. And the tri-tip was, like, butter, dude. Like, I put a piece in my mouth and, like, it just, like it's making my mouth water right now thinking about it, dude. Oh. Tri-tip is so amazing, Oh, there's A again. Extra, only that much? Wow. Let's go see what the glowing orb has to say.
Doctor? Oh, thank God. I'm looking for my mother. Have you seen her somewhere?
No, sorry. Maybe she's been evacuated with the other residents.
I don't know. Nobody wants to tell me anything.
Calm down. Maybe she's already in the hospital with the others.
The hospital. Your brother. Gabriel. Is he still there?
Hop in. I'll take you there. It's along the way.
Oh. Do you think you'll find him?
I don't know. But I heard from a mutual friend of ours. I think she knows something.
Wait. You mean Veronica?
Oh, here, Dom, I got a question for you. Because I was going through the trophies earlier. What does this mean? What's the difference between finish the game with Edward's essence versus gather together the essences of Lydia, Marcel, and the other ones? So is it like Mortal Shell, where I can choose to grab people's essences or not? I can just skip past them and continue the game? Bro, that's such a cool soundtrack.
My porridge.
There's something big down here. Yep. Alright, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Here we go. Hang on. Hang on. I know, I'm not trying to leave you guys in the wheels of anticipation. Just give my old ass 1 minute. Fuck yeah. Tear it up! Let's go! What's up, fat boy? You want some of this? Quick, bam! Woo! Black! Black! Woo! Hell yes! Watch, these two boxes aren't gonna give me shit now. Dude, every time, bro, every time.
Arthur? Oh, thank God. I'm looking for my mother. Have you seen her somewhere?
Have you seen her? Do you know where? Ding, 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 ding. I have nothing right now. I'm all out of handgun bullets. I ain't got no resources. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. But this deal. This shotgun got some chunkums. Senor chunkums. Okay, let's, alright, what do we got here? Well, we're all out of everything. Edward Sheminsky. Damn, I've looked at a lot of stuff. Alright. Alright.
My anchor was destroyed. I am unable to make any more dives. Although I managed to extract my target, returning to the terminal without the right equipment, it seems impossible. The only way I can be useful is to facilitate traversal through this sector for my successors. I intend to patch up what has been torn by the impact of the anomaly. I am initiating the Talos protocol. Such is our calling.
I should have quite a bit. 4,750. All right, looks like I need to update that there clip just a bit. Yeah, yeah. I need what, 250 more? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save. We're gonna save. Yep. My son does this hella funny ass cute thing where he just, I'll ask him something and he'll be like, yep. Yep. What do you mean, yep? Yep. I don't know what I should bring with me. Because I have a feeling I'm about to hit a cash of supply. And I don't want to do this, or I don't want to take up space with one bullet. So yeah. Well, I need to use the health anyway, so. Okay, so I'm out of health. I do want to buy some scraps, man. I feel like I haven't found scraps in a while. 10:30. All right, I have like 20 more minutes. Ooh, I almost wasted a second shot. How do you guys think the ROG Ally X is going to compare to things like Steam Deck and all that? Like, do you guys think that it's going to be able to... So, right now, in my personal opinion, outside of the Switch, because I still consider the Switch a home console that can go, that you can take with you on the go. But when it comes to the Xbox ROG Ally X, the Steam Deck, and like the Lenovo Legion, because I think the Lenovo Legion is, if it had access to more games, bro, I think it would be way, and it had bigger memory, I think it would probably kill the market, because it's basically a Windows operating system with access to, it's basically doing, or it already is what the Xbox ROG Ally X is. It's just it's really pricey, but the Lenovo Legion is actually cheaper than the ROG Ally X, and it has detachable Joy-Cons. Plus, it's got a bigger screen. So, how do you guys think that the ROG Ally X is going to handle the market compared to things like the Steam Deck or the Lenovo Legion or the Aeonea Air Pro and all that? I mean, do you guys think it'll be able to stand its ground and hold its own in an already dominated mobile gaming market, or do you guys think it's gonna like flop like a lead balloon? For in my personal opinion, dude, for its price point, I think it's gonna flop, because people aren't even willing to pay $500 for an Xbox gaming console right now with the way that the market is. I'm not saying that Xbox consoles aren't selling, but most people would rather just get a PC, like a mid-tier PC, like spend a couple $300 or $400 more, get a mid-tier PC that outperforms an Xbox and can play all the Xbox games plus PlayStation exclusives on the Steam store. So I just don't see it offering anything that's not already offered for cheaper out there right now. I hope it works great. But right now, Steam, the Steam Deck doesn't require the internet except to download. Everything that I've seen surrounding Xbox mobile gaming requires the internet or a shit ton of storage space, which most things that are centered around Xbox mobile gaming don't have. Like the Lenovo Legion, the reason why I got that is so I could have access to Xbox games on the go. And you can download them to your shit, but you still have to have internet to access Game Pass. You know what I mean? So when even though I have Game Pass on my Lenovo Legion and I have games downloaded to it, I still have to be connected to the internet to access my Game Pass. And that's the thing with the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck, I don't need internet while I'm gaming, unless I'm playing an online game. And the Steam Deck has external memory ports where you can plug external memory in and download games to it. So, you know what I mean? As long as you have access to internet at some point in time, you can download your stuff, download all the updates, and then, you know, you're good to go. I have 2 devices right now that are centered around Xbox gaming. The LG 3500 and the Xbox Lenovo Legion. Well, Xbox Lenovo Legion, or not Xbox Lenovo Legion, the Lenovo Legion isn't centered around, it just offers, you can download the Xbox app and access your account and, you know, so on and so forth. So you can use it as a remote player if you have fantastic internet, or you can, you know, play your Game Pass games. But like I said, you still have to have internet if you're going to play these games. And a lot of times, like where I go for work and all that, I don't have internet. So like if I wanted to game a little bit on my lunch, I don't have internet to play. And that's what's cool about the Steam Deck is, you know, I have 1 terabyte of storage plus another terabyte memory card. I've got 2 terabytes for all my games that I want to play, which is more than enough, because usually if I'm playing just one game, I'm not going to surf through all these other games. Which I suppose is a valid point for the Ally X, but I really hope that it's not as internet dependent as its predecessors have been, because I was super excited when I got the Lenovo Legion, but I was super bummed because I wanted to play Starfield on the go, but I couldn't because I didn't have internet. I haven't seen the Log Ally either. Oh my god, dude, come on. Sitting behind that rock. I swear they didn't set up. I swear to God. Gotta run out of food. We are a new dawn. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me finish exploring this area first. Dude, so many credits, but it's hard because credits are very helpful, man, but dude, at the same time, I'm like, well, how are the credits gonna help me out in the field, dude. Like, I need supplies, not fucking credits, dude.
It must have been Gabriel's apartment once.
What the hell? Oh, dude, you little stupid shit. What the hell? Alright, dude, this gun is shit. Holy crap, man. Yeah, I'm gonna end up having to put this gun back, dude. I can't sit here and use an entire clip just to kill one basic enemy. It's a waste of space. I'd rather carry more handgun and shotgun rounds. the carbine cartridge. Okay, wait, can you sell guns in this game? the hell was that, dude? I feel like this is going to be a lot to explore. I need to head to bed. This is where I'm gonna end this. Yeah, this one day off a week shit's really killing me. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. But yeah, once we're done with this game, we'll hop right into Silent Hill F. And then once we're done with Silent Hill F, we'll do Dying Light the Beast. Man, I still need to finish Lost Soul Aside and so on and so forth. I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to do. I need to finish Hollow Knight so I can get into Silk Song. And so on and so forth. We need to do the Platinum for Hellblade 2, Shadow Labyrinth. I still have to finish the last couple bosses for First Berserker. I have 2 bosses I have to beat for that game. And I would like to finish Thief in time for the that one, the Thief VR game. From the home screen, open the quick menu and then select settings. Select cloud streaming beta on the screen that appears. Turn on cloud streaming beta. The lock screen appears. Press the PS button to unlock the lock screen and display the home screen from the. You can select between a remote play or cloud streaming beta. What? So wait, does this mean that, like, let's say I take my PlayStation Portal out on the go. Like, let's say I connect it to my phone internet. Does that mean I can play all these games? I'm gonna have to try this. at some point in time. But all right, you guys, I will be back tomorrow evening. We do have kickboxing tomorrow, so I will be back after kickboxing with more Cronos: The New Dawn. But you know, lately I haven't been streaming as much as I normally would, and you know, I haven't been able to get to every game that I would like to get to, and I haven't been able to upload all the videos that I would like to get uploaded. Like, I still have a bunch of collector's editions to get to for like Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil Village, and a bunch of action figures and stuff like that, you know, that to buy or not to buy. And you guys still come and support the channel and show love. So I want to thank you guys for that, because I know that sometimes I can be kind of dull, or sometimes I'm just really tired. And you know, I am in my 40s, I've got 5 kids, and I work a manual labor job, and I'm not exactly, you know, in peak physical health, so I can get burned out sometimes. But you guys still show up, you still show love, you still support the channel, and you know, I want to thank you guys for that. I genuinely look forward to this every single day, coming here and talking with you guys about this kind of stuff. And it just, sometimes it can really pull me from a dark place, you know what I mean? I had a rough couple of days. I don't want to go into detail, but just basically this punk ass kid at my job just wouldn't shut his mouth. And you know, I have to be the bigger person, and I have to pull back because he's very childish. So it sucks, but I'm the one that has to just bite my cheek, be the bigger person, and that's not what I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to take it to the next level, but I can't do that. And sometimes moments like those are very hard to process. They're very hard to make it through. And doing this really does give me something to look forward to, outside of doing stuff with my kids. You know what I mean? When I'm with my kids, all that other shit goes out the window. Watching them live their lives makes everything else kind of just melt away. But, you know, going outside of that, this is a very awesome experience. So thank you guys. With that being said, oh shit, it's already Monday, dude, and it's gonna rain for the next 3 days. All right, you guys. With that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome night, and man, I really hope to make it through tomorrow, because working in the rain sucks, dude. I hate it. God, I hate working in the rain. Yeah. Until next time, though, you guys have a great day, and I will catch you guys later.